Wow, look at us, all dressed and clean and ready, and it's only 7:40 on this beautiful Sunday, the 8th of March. I'm just sipping on some water while I contemplate what I'm gonna do today. The plan is to go to church, and then I'm going to shoot around first, and then maybe a little bit after church. Then, when I get back, I'm going to do laundry. And I want to do, like, this week, or this past week, like week 0 in recap, or in review. And that's something I would like to do every week, just to kind of summarize the week, talk about the app I'm using to track my checklist, and yeah, just kind of summarize the week. It's another video, not that hard. Should be fairly quick, fairly easy. These are more like free form, and I want to say not a lot of thought is put into what I'm gonna say or what I'm gonna do. Whereas that is gonna be a little bit more official, I think. But yeah. I do need to go to Target here soon to get one of those protein shake bottles and some headphones, preferably with a mic. Just some earbuds, I think, will do just fine. Um, yeah. Other than that, really happy to be up. Really happy that I was able to do that. I went on like a 20-minute, 30-minute walk. I think it was 20 minutes. Pretty sure it was like 20, 25 minutes. And it feels good. It feels good. I'm just gonna like journal real quick and drink as much water as I can, and then I'm out. Got to be there around 10, which means I might have either some time for a nap or some time to shoot, like extra time to shoot around with my handy dandy basketball right here. I'm gonna love this. Oh yeah, look at the titties on this basketball. That's right. You know what? That's alright, because this ball is only for shooting purposes, or mostly for shooting purposes. So, see that form? That's how you do it, kids. And then a little wrist action right here. Hand in the cookie jar. Alright, one more time. One more time. A little, what do they say? 90-degree angle, which I don't think, I think most players probably go a little bit less than 90 degrees. But 90-degree angle is the idea, right? Or like this. Something like this. And another thing that I do is I shoot over the top of my head instead of shooting like over this way, because like my perspective is right here, or like my forehead. So it's not exactly like that, but that's what they say. Arm like this, and then you want to pop that elbow. So you want to straighten out your arm. I don't have anywhere to throw the ball. Pop, like that, and you want to curve your wrist, hand in the cookie jar, point that finger at the rim. Yeah, never been the best shooter. Honestly, one of my brothers is better than me. He's younger than me too. But what can you do? Can't win them all. I win everything else. So how upset can I really be?
Morning Church. I'm Sam, and this morning I have the privilege to give a mission highlight for our hospitality ministry. And so as a reminder, as a church, we do a mission highlight every week just to highlight the fact that as a follower of Jesus, we're called to love and serve our city, both our neighbors and in our homes, as well as our church body. And so over the coming months, we're going to highlight various church ministries at Christ Church. And today I'm excited to give you a glimpse into our hospitality ministry.
What it do, mine? As you probably have seen, today went very well. I shot around. I went to church. I woke up at 6. And if you're wondering, looks like I'm going to have a flawless day, which means I will have my first green hearts around the title, which is a sign of a perfect day. The yellow ones are a sign of like a half to more than half day done. Red would be less than half. And then the stars are for days with a major event happening. So, the only things that I was struggling with this week, this past week, was eating the right amount of calories, waking up at 6, and not smoking cigarettes. The rest of the list, I had no issue with. Today, all I've got to do is drink like 1.5 more cups of water and journal, and I'm done. I felt great today. Like I had a lot of energy. I just felt like a kid. Like I'm getting emotional thinking about it because like I was just bubbly. I was getting all these feelings that were reminding me of like the first day of school and like the Christmas season and stuff like this. It was very strange, but in a good way. And I hope that it continues like that. I didn't anticipate feeling that way. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still craving a cigarette. Like, I think that's gonna take a few weeks, at least a couple weeks. I believe it's 2 weeks for the cravings to like really dissipate. Like there's like a big leap after 2 weeks of not smoking. I feel better already in terms of like my ability to breathe and my health because I did kind of wean myself off a little bit, So I'm inhaling less and less smoke over time seems to have had an effect. And yesterday, when I went extra hard, smoked like a chimney, I didn't really enjoy it that much, or I could have went harder, but I didn't go that hard. I just kind of, Oh, and fun fact, today was Daylight Savings Day, and not fall back. It was spring forward. So I chose Daylight Savings Day, to start waking up at 6 o'clock. So not only did I go to bed late, like around 1, probably a little bit after 1, I lost an hour. So I really only got like 2 to 3 hours of sleep. And I do feel very exhausted right now, and I'm very excited to lay down after I do this journal. And I don't even know if I'm gonna edit this video, right? Honestly, I'm probably just gonna call it a day when it comes to this part. But yeah, I want to do. I want Sundays to be like the previous week in review. I could talk about major things that happened. So, like I said, only struggled with smoking, waking up at 6, and eating. The amount of food I'd like to eat, the amount of calories I'd like to eat, working out, taking my protein, meditating, journaling, not having sugar, not having alcohol. These things were pretty simple, pretty easy. I didn't have trouble with them at all. And this is a unique week because, well, it wasn't a full week. And also, it doesn't really count as far as I'm concerned. It was like a trial period. Besides feeling much better and being excited, I'm also, one major thing that happened this week is the potential for me to be moving. Still no news on that. I may or may not have news on that tomorrow, depending on if I can meet with these people again. We haven't scheduled anything yet, but I intend on being in town tomorrow for a class that I'm going to be starting to help me in the process of getting back into school. They're going to help me get back into school, and they're going to pay me to do it.